Thank you very much. Prime Minister Modi, ministers and deputy ministers, ambassadors, honored guests and ladies and gentlemen and members of the press. Prime Minister Modi, thank you very much for welcoming us to mild-wintered Delhi. We have just come back from Davos, where the temperature was minus 16. So it is a real joy and a pleasure to be in the warm climate of Delhi at this time of the day. And we also look forward, moving from the warmth of your reception, we look forward to having some hot Indian food later on this afternoon. Prime Minister Modi and I, and along with our respective delegations, have just concluded fruitful talks that have been aimed at deepening the relationship between South Africa and India. To South Africa, India is a strategic partner, and I'm most honored to have been invited to pay a state visit to India at this point in time. I'm also extremely honored by the invitation to attend tomorrow's Republic Day celebrations as chief guest of honor. I'm accompanied during this visit by a high-powered delegation of cabinet ministers and senior officials in our government. This in itself is a reflection of the importance which South Africa ascribes and places on its relationship with India. A strong contingent representing the South African business community has also accompanied us on this visit, and the Prime Minister and I will later on address a round table of business people. During our deliberations, the Prime Minister and I were in agreement that considerable scope exists for our two countries to grow and extend and deepen our bilateral relations at a number of levels, but more particularly at the economic level. While trade has increased significantly between our two countries over the last 2 years, and India is now South Africa's second largest trading partner, we want to extend this relationship to higher levels. There are a number of areas of future cooperation between our two countries, and some of the areas where we want to extend cooperation is in the agro-processing area or sector. It is also in defense procurement, mining equipment, and technology and cooperation, also in the financial services sector. During our talks, we also reviewed the existing cordial bilateral relations between South Africa and India as encapsulated in the strategic partnership which exists between our two countries, as well as the close cooperation within a number of multilateral groupings that our two countries belong to, and where we work very closely with one another in BRICS, in IPSA, IORA, and the G20. We were also able during these talks to extend our gratitude for the support that India gave to South Africa to be elected to be a member of the Security Council as a non-permanent member. We also remembered that South Africa and India had worked extremely well together in our first tenure as members of the Security Council, when India was also a member of the Security Council as a non-permanent member. And we assured India that our tenure on the Security Council will be to extend peace and security in the world and to strengthen the multilateral system, and to ensure that developing economies are given the opportunities that they deserve to grow their economies, and that our tenure there will also be to ensure that ordinary people of the world do benefit from globalization. In order to ensure concrete deliverables, the Prime Minister and I, deliverables from these talks, we concluded this morning a 3-year strategic program of cooperation aimed at deepening the bilateral engagement between India and South Africa and ensuring that a result-oriented partnership benefits the peoples of both countries. We have instructed our ministers and officials to commence immediate implementation of this program that we have concluded in order to take our bilateral level to a higher level. It is our joy and pleasure to be here, and we also remembered very fondly the visit of our founding democracy, Nelson Mandela, when he came here, and the lecture we're going to be delivering later today is in great memory of the two icons of our two nations, Mandela and Gandhi. And it is in honor of these two icons that we have also come to pay a visit to India. And Prime Minister, we would like to thank you for having extended this visit to us, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Excellency. This concludes the press event. Thank you all for joining.